back with me, Jace, on another statue one. Yee! Another statue video, should I say. Yeah, so I woke up this morning to the... Well, I did actually see one sneak image last night, but I woke up this morning and there were a few more images of Infinity Studios. It's all about Infinity at the moment. Infinity Studios' latest revealed images of their Aragorn. This is half scale, don't forget, guys, their half scale piece into their half scale Lord of the Rings range. And I wanted to do a quick video about this. First of all, I'll put the images on screen, obviously, so you can all see. And yes, it is a brilliant likeness to Viggo Mortensen. And I've had a good look at these images there, and from what I can see, the mixed media looks good, in so much as the leather jerkin looks good. Again, the cape. I've got an issue with, as I've said on many videos before, with mixed media on statues, certainly on the price tag that these things are at. If it doesn't look right to me, I mean, for me, the Legolas one always looked poor. It always looked poor, and I've said that on previous videos, but we'll get back to that. Certainly with this one, the actual facial features of Aragorn to Viggo Mortensen look exceptional. They look exceptionally good, but... Okay, let's throw a price tag out there. What do we think it's going to be, guys? Bearing in mind that the Gimli one was extremely expensive. No sculpted option on the Gimli, so I doubt we're going to get a sculpted option on this one as well. Again, that upset people at the time. It's pushed people out. This has got to be 2.5K. In dollars, I'm talking now. This has got to be 2.5K. You know, silicone, hand punch, glass eyes, all the bollocks. It's got to be 2.5K. I'll be gobsmacked if it comes in at 2.5K. And I'm not knocking Infinity, because if Infinity are one thing, they have been very good with their Lord of the Ring pricing. They've been exceptionally good with their Lord of the Ring pricing, actually. No, I think I want to talk about this video is obviously we'll get more information and we can talk about it at a later time. But I'm throwing out, I think it's going to be at least $2,500 for this. Hopefully the mixed media on this one will be better. Obviously with Gimli being in armour, there was no issue with that. My issue was with Gandalf and Legolas and the Witch King to some minor degree. But again, we'll get onto that shortly. My issue, my reason for doing this video is the actual amount of interest that's left in Infinity's half-scale line. We've seen Prime 1 grind to a halt with Lord of the Rings. That may be a help. But for me, I was doing a few bits and pieces this morning, and I was in the gym, and I was thinking to myself, who do I know that's bought all of the half-scale Lord of the Ring pieces? And I can only think of one person. To be honest, I can only think of one that I know has got them all. And not that that's of any relevance, I know, but I have seen, however, a lot of people selling Legolas. People selling him. People have got him, selling him. And it always bothers me when someone's had a statue just for a few weeks or a couple of months and then they're selling it. I've seen distributors selling Legolas. Again, we're talking about the silicon one. Oh, silicon and the sculpted one, actually. Dropping the price because they can't sell it. I've even seen people selling their pre-orders. Again, dropping the price. So there seems to be a lot of people that are stepping away. Those that were in it, stepping away from the half-scale line. Again, the first piece that came out, which was Legolas, still readily available. That is concerning on a small edition piece. So it begs the question, how much longevity, how much interest is there in this half-scale line? Now, let me start by saying I absolutely, thoroughly applaud, applaud Infinity for what they are doing. I am so behind them. But I can't get into the half-scale line. Your 1/1 scale busts, yes, I've pre-ordered the Witch King bust. I've pre-ordered it. I've got it coming. I've got the Nazgul one. The Sauron one's too much for me. I'm also going to be going for the Sylvanas one. But the half-scale line, I said it ages ago. First of all, I don't think it's the money. I don't think it's worth the money. It doesn't. The mixed media does not work. I think the mixed media on Legolas does not look good at all. I'm sorry, to me it doesn't. It put me off straight away. I also do not like the paint job on the base of the Legolas piece. I've seen images, I've seen video footage of it, and I know it's not like having it in hand, but from what I know, from what I own, Infinity, their paint apps on bases are not good. I'll know more when the Witch King gets here, and I hope they've improved on it, but I didn't like it. So for me, it was a hell of a lot of money for a Legolas silicon head, and in all fairness, the bow and the daggers and the quiver did all look superb. But the rest of it's just mixed media. Gandalf even more so just mixed media. The Witch King one again, although I did like the Witch King one, I didn't have an issue with it, to be honest with you. I didn't have an issue with the Gandalf one. But again, it's just a huge amount of money when it's mixed media. And I mean, now with the bus coming out, I'm glad I cancelled my Witch King pre-order because I'd much rather have the 1:1 scale. We're talking $2,000 plus, and we're getting a whole load of mixed media, not necessarily brilliant bases. You shouldn't be having an issue. You shouldn't be having concerns, and I'm afraid I do. And maybe one or two of you out there, I know you've messaged me. I had one person who's got it, who's got the Legolas, and he did say to me he wasn't impressed with it. He can comment. He's free to comment below and verify that. And we discussed, we were chatting, and I said, dude, I didn't back it from the start. I thought the Prime 1, I've said it before, the Prime 1 Legolas was by far the better option because it's half the price. Okay, it's half the scale. But I think it looked better. I think the sculpture looks better. I'm just not a massive fan of mixed media unless it's on 1:1 scale. 1:1 scale, it works because it's the size it should be. It doesn't work when you shrink it down. To my eyes, it doesn't. I just see Action Man when I was a kid, the Action Man dolls I had when I was a kid. And I can't get around that. The clothes don't hang, they don't move, they don't look right. And when you're paying $2,000+ they've got to look right. But they don't, to me, to my eyes. So I'm thoroughly behind Infinity because they're the only ones pushing, obviously we've got Weta, but they're the only ones pushing large-scale Lord of the Ring items, and I so want them to succeed. I do, because I want to keep buying the busts, but me personally, for the reasons I've stated, I can't get into the half-scale line. I don't have the display space, for one thing. It's way too much money for pieces that, for me, have issues, have clear issues, and still have clear issues. The escalating price on the Gimli piece, I've done a video on it. I've done a video on the Gandalf piece. I've done a video on Legolas. You'll have to go back and look at them. If I can find them, I'll link them in the description. Because I'm a bit lazy when it comes to that, but I will try and do that so you can go and have a look if you haven't seen them. So, because I've talked this through from day one, but for me, I just question the levels of interest left in the half-scale Lord of the Rings line. I think there's more people far more interested, like myself, in the 1:1 scale busts than there seems to be in the half-scale line. I just don't see any posts. I don't think I've seen a single post apart from one person with the Gandalf one. Going back to, obviously, Aragorn, these first images look spectacular, so let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. But it's, for me, it's going to be expensive. And again, just let me know. Let me know in the comments. Are you going for it? Have you got the half-scale pieces? There is a fly on my glasses. Hang on. Probably keeping tarantulas. The rooms are always warm, so you've always got bloody little flies and things. Sorry, what the hell was I? Yeah, so please let me know. Let me know what you think of these images. Will you be going for Aragorn? Do you have some of the other half-scale pieces? Do you have Legolas, Gandalf? What do you think of them? Are you going for the Gimli one, even though it's a crazy price? I know the Witch King one proved to be very popular, but again, I've seen people cancelling their pre-orders. There seems to be a lot of cancelling of pre-orders. There seems to be a lot of people selling the pieces on. Distributors are clearly struggling to move these pieces. We all know there's just not the interest in the statues that there was, and across the board, across all lines, all ranges, it's just not there. There's just this huge slump. Live streams don't seem to be happening like they did. I don't remember the last time I saw an unboxing video. I'm doing one though. I'm doing one. What a brilliant little segue that was. Yes, hopefully in the next few coming days I will have something to unbox for you, and here is the thumbnail. And yes, you are reading that right. It is Infinity Studios, it is Sylvanas, and it is a bust, and it will be an unboxing and a review. So stay tuned for that. Click the old notification bell to make sure you're aware when that one comes out. That will be coming. That might well be my next video, actually. So yes, as always, guys, please let me know. I just wanted to stick this video out because obviously I think it looks spectacular. I think it looks incredibly good, the likeness to Viggo. But we'll know more when we see it, and again, the price and everything else. But sadly for me, I'm afraid Infinity, and I genuinely mean this, Infinity, I just can't get into the half-scale line. I'm not a fan of a couple of the pieces that you've already done. I do like the Witch King piece, but I'm going for your 1:1. I think as I did, the Gimli piece is super overpriced. It's ridiculously overpriced, in fact. And you guys have been so good with your pricing. So that's where I am. And again, with this Aragorn one, you know, if you were doing a half-scale King of the Dead, or Mouth of Sauron would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? It'd be on horseback. But, you know, King of the Dead, would I go for that? Probably, yes. Let's see if you do it. But, yeah, so, I mean, obviously with me, the dark guy, the dark theme, the villain, whatever, it does play a big role. And I'm not interested in having the Fellowship characters. So, but that's why I'm throwing this out to all of you there. So I'd love to hear what you think. Shove anything at all in the comments, guys. You know me, I'd love to hear from you all, and I will get back to each and every one of you. If you've enjoyed the video, guys, please click the like button. And I know it's tedious, and I always have to say it, but if you haven't done already, please consider subscribing to the channel, because that would be superb. I'll catch you all in the next video. Hoping it should be. Well, it's definitely coming. An unboxing video. God, I miss doing it. Didn't think I'd miss it so much. And I'm sticking in pre-orders as well. My Christmas present to me, pre-orders. And I've got something else. I'm going to go. This is Saturday. Enjoy your Sunday. This will be out Sunday. So I hope you enjoyed your Sunday. Have a good week. I'll catch you in the next video. Ta-ra. Bye.